Hi everyone, welcome to the video. So we will be learning about flowcharts now. So flowcharts are basically the diagrammatic representation. Okay, and using this we can break a larger problem into smaller parts and easily code them up, and we can give the solution. Okay. Now let's see some advantages of flowcharts. So the main advantage is debugging. Okay. So it helps us to rectify the mistakes. If there is any mistakes, we can identify it using the flowchart of the program. Okay, and it is language independent. Like if you three people coding in different languages, like you are coding in Python and your two other friends are coding in Java and C++ respectively, so you can configure your solution using flowcharts to them and they can code on their own language. So it is language independent. Okay, and it also breaks down the process into smaller steps, which reduces the difficulty in case of complex problems. Okay, now this can be used as documentation purpose for writing codes, and we can easily or we can clearly see what will be the output and what is the whole process using flowcharts of a given problem. Okay, now we'll be looking at all of this next. But before drawing the flowcharts, first we should know the components of flowcharts. Okay, so coming to the component of flowcharts, so flowcharts contains some components, like first of all this oval. Okay, this oval shape. So this is called the terminator. Okay, so what do I mean by terminator? Means the program start and end is denoted by this oval shape. Okay, this is called terminator. Now if this parallelogram, this is called the input output symbol in case of a flowchart. So in case of flowchart, this parallelogram symbol will be used in case of inputting something or outputting something. Okay, now coming to the next, which is a rectangle box. In this rectangle box we generally write process. Okay, which process should I follow to to reach the solution of the problem. Okay, so this rectangle box will be using for process, and after that there is another box which is a rhombus. Okay, this is called the decision box. This is called the decision box. So what is a decision box? Like for example, if a is 10, then you do something. Okay, where is a condition and things like that, there will be using the decision box, which is a rhombus. Okay, this is a rhombus and we'll be using it as decision box. Another component are arrows. Okay, these arrows, so we will be using it to maintain the flow of the program and to directing the flow of the program, and we'll be using it a lot, and other components as well. So first of all, let's dive into flowcharts and see some problems. Okay, so first of all, let's start with a basic problem, which is add two numbers. Like someone has given you two numbers, let's say 2 and 3, and he wants that you give them the answer as what is the sum of 2 plus 3. Okay, so first of all, what you do when someone gives you two numbers. Okay, so in your head you create two numbers, let's say 2 and 3. Okay, after that what you do, you add them up. 2 plus 3 is 5, and then you tell the solution. Tell the solution, and this way it will end. Okay, so first of all, you are taking two numbers, then you are adding those two numbers, and you are telling the person that 2 plus 3 is equals 5, and that way it is ending the conversation with the person, right? So in this way, in programming also we can write this as in case of flowcharts. So first of all, we will start. Okay, so start is a terminator, we will be writing it in a oval. Okay, so first of all, we will start the program. First of all, what I need to add two numbers. First of all, I need two numbers to add two numbers, right? So this will be an input box, which is a parallelogram, and we will be reading or inputting two numbers, let's say A and B, from the user. And after that, what I need to do, I need to calculate the sum. So this is the process. This is the process box, which is a rectangle. So I need to calculate their sum. Okay, so a plus b, and let's say I am storing the value of a plus b into a storage called sum. So sum equals to a plus b, and after that what I am doing, again I am outputting the solution. Okay, let's say I am outputting print the solution, means sum, print sum. I am printing sum, which is, if I take this example, it will be 5, and after that we are terminating the program or ending the program. This is the end of the program, right? This is a terminator box, which is an oval. So in this way flowchart is working. First of all, we start the program. In case of adding two numbers, first of all we need two numbers, so we are reading two numbers from the user, and after that we have to process the two numbers. So we have to add two numbers, and we are storing it in a sum. Okay, and after that we are printing the sum and we are ending the program. So this is the flowchart for adding two numbers. Next we'll be looking at another problem, which is calculate the simple interest. Calculate the simple interest where the principal amount, rate of interest and time is given. Okay, so what we do basically when someone gives us these three components like principal, rate of interest and time, and we have to calculate the simple interest. So first of all, what we do, we take three values. Let's say we take our principal as 100 rupees, rate of interest is 12 and time is 2 years. Okay, in our head we are making three storages, like one is for principal, one is for rate of interest and another for time. Next, what we are doing in our head, we are processing the simple interest formula, right? So what is the simple interest formula? P into R into T by 100. We are processing this formula in our head. So what will be this? This will be P is 100, R is 12 into 2 by 100, which will be 24. We are calculating in our head, or we are just penning down the solution, and next what are we doing? We are telling the solution, telling the simple interest. Okay, so if I have to write it in a flowchart manner, so what I need to do, first of all I will start the program, then we will be taking input from the user. So we will be reading principal, rate of interest and time from the user, and after that we have to process, right? We have to process means we have to apply the formula of getting simple interest. So what is the formula for simple interest? Simple interest equals to P into R into T by 100. Okay, now using this formula we will get the simple interest. Now what I have to do, I have to print the simple interest, and after printing the simple interest we will simply end. Okay, so let's try run it. Let's say user has given us here P is equals to 200, R is equals to 10, T is equals to 2 years. Now first of all we have read this from the user. Now we will be coming to this process box, and we will calculate the simple interest, like 200 into 10 into 2 by 100, which will be 40. Now we will be printing that a simple interest is 40. We will be printing simple interest is 40, and we will be coming out of this program. When it will end, we will be coming out of this program. So in this way we can calculate the simple interest. Okay, now coming to the decision box. There was one more component in the flowchart, which is decision box, which we generally represent using a rhombus. Okay, so what are decisions? Like for example, if it is raining outside, then I'm going to take the umbrella with me. So there is a condition, right? If then. So if it is raining outside, only then I'm going to carry the umbrella with me. So this is called the decision. Okay. If something is going to say, if something is happening, then I am going to do this. Okay. So this is called the decision. So let's take a problem and we'll be understanding this decision using an example. Like for example, check if a number is odd or even. So check a number is odd or even. So how can we check if a number like the number which is given to us is 4? Okay. Now how can we check if the number is odd or even? So if any number is divisible by 2, then it is even. If any number is divisible by 2, then it is even. Like 4 is divisible by 2, it means yes, it is even. 4 is divisible by 2 is 2. And if we take 5, for example, 5 by 2, 5 is not divisible by 2, so it is odd, right? If any number is not divisible by 2, then that number is odd, and if any number is divisible by 2, then it is even. Okay, uh, we'll be learning an operator which is the modulo operator. Like it means the remainder. It actually gives us the remainder if we divided 4 by 2. If we divided 4 by 2, there the remainder will be 0, right? So this operator gives us the remainder, which is 4. If I do 4 modulo 2, it will give 0, and if I do 5 modulo 2, it will give me 1, because if I divide 5 by 2, 2 to 4, and the remainder is 1, so it will giving me the remainder. So this is called the modulo operator. So this is the modulo operator, and it gives the remainder. And we can use this to check even or odd. Like if 4 modulo 2, like if 4 modulo 2 is equals 0, means there is no remainder, means 4 is divisible by 2, then it is even. Else if 5 modulo 2 is not equals to 0, then we can say it is odd, because 2 is unable to divide 5 without any remainder. Okay, so this can be odd. So we'll be doing this in a flowchart. So let's see the flowchart. So first of all, I'll start. After that, we'll take a number, read a number, let's say n. Then what will I do? I'll take a decision box, because I have to check if the number is divisible by 2 or not. So I'll be check if the number is divisible by 2. So here there can be two answers. Either it can be divisible by 2, which is yes, or it can't be divisible by 2, which is no. Okay. So first of all, if it is divisible by 2, then what we have learned, that if it is divisible by 2, then we'll be printing even. And if it is not divisible by 2, then we are going to print odd, right? And then we will be coming out of this program, and after printing we will be coming out of this program. So now in this case we can also use the modulo operator. Okay, instead of writing this, we can also write n if n percentile 2 equals 0, means n is divisible by 2. Okay, if n is divisible by 2, then it is even. If no, then it is odd. Let's try run it for an example. Let's take the example. Let's take n, the number which user has given us is 5. Okay, first of all, we are reading that n equals to 5. Next we'll be coming to this condition. If 5 is divisible by 2, if 5 is divisible by 2, then there will be remainder of what 1, like not 0. If we divide 5 by 2, the remainder will not be 0, so we'll go to no. Okay, and after coming to no, we will be printing odd. We'll be printing odd, and after that we'll come here and we'll end the program. So in case of 5, it is printing odd, that this number is odd. If we take example of, let's say 6, n is 6. Now n is 6, n is divisible by 2. Yes, 6 divisible by 2, because if it is 6 modulo 2, then it leaves remainder of 0, because 6 is divisible by 2. Then because it is divisible by 2, we will be coming to this ES portion and we will print even in case of 6. Okay, in case of 6 it is even, and then we are going to end the program. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. We will be doing many more flowcharts in the coming videos, so stay tuned for that, and thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.